Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you one of my favorite archetypes. So if you all know, from a few months ago, I used to love Viktor Lee Sin, and now with the release of Master Yi, I wanted to try out Viktor Master Yi, right? So it's kind of similar like Viktor Lee Sin, except that obviously Master Yi does a little bit different stuff than Lee Sin, right? What I like about Master Yi is the fact that he can reduce the cost of our spells, right, by 1 every round, which can be really crucial in certain situations when you feel like you're short on mana. And then obviously, if Master Yi does get to level up, then it becomes pretty ridiculous because all of a sudden you can grind down the opponent faster than they can beat you because you can continuously get rid of their units. Because they need to, you get rid of their unit when you attack, and they also need to block the Master Yi because it's a lot of damage. And also, his champion spell is amazing. So I also like it here. Although technically I'm not even main decking the champion spell because I do like Sonic Wave a little bit more. But I do still think that having multiple Yi ends up being a little bit better than a lot of other situations. It's possible that the actual ratio should be a little bit less, but I kind of want to have Master Yi early on. But anyways, that's the Master Yi version of the deck. The rest of the deck is really about Viktor. Viktor is really the MVP of this deck that kind of just carries. That's why the thumbnail is going to be Viktor and not Master Yi. Because Viktor just gets out of control so easily in this archetype that has a lot of ways to protect it. The good thing about this version of the deck now is that we can play Piltover Castaway and we can play Ionia Hookmaster. These units give us access to equipment. And you know what some equipments are out there? You have an Overwhelm equipment, you have a Scout equipment, and you have a Quick Attack equipment. All three of those equipments are amazing on Viktor because it allows you to kind of get one keyword ahead, right, than what you will otherwise, and have a very good keyword at that. A lot of games you're winning if you're able to put like an Overwhelm on this Viktor, or if you're able to put Scout in the Viktor, it ends up just getting ridiculous, as you'll see in some of the games coming up soon. So that's the other change to this deck now, that you have access to this Improvise, which is so good. But the Weapon Masters are actually so good. That's why you keep seeing Weapon Masters in every single deck that people are playing since this expansion. Now, the rest of the deck, again, is just to protect or synergize with Viktor or Master Yi. One goes for the potential Master Yi lethal, or the Viktor lethal as well. Tailstones just for protection. Momentous Choice, because we are playing all these cards. That's Disciple is the other card that's really, really good, right? It lets you draw, keeping your deck more consistent. And it starts counting as a created card after you summon the second Bastion Disciple. So you can also synergize a lot with both Master Yi and Viktor, you know, being able to trigger your flow. But let's think about how to with your deck. Even though you got nerfed, the ignition still ends up being really cool. One lure, just in case that I need to, you know, pull some challenger stuff, ends up being pretty nice. Eye of the Dragon, just to let us survive. This deck wins by just stalling out the game as long as possible and just being able to win with like a big Viktor or a big Master Yi. So Eye of the Dragon helps us do that. Nullify, Anti-Denies, obviously to stop anything the opponent wants to do. Sonic Wave to get rid of the opponent's units. That's why I kind of like Sonic Wave a little bit more than Lore a lot of times, because it doesn't rely on us having equipment. Twin, protect our stuff. Concussive Pump, keep us alive. Spirit's Refuge for the big lifesteal with either Yi or Viktor, and then 2 Deep Meditation so that we don't run out of resources. I'm not sure if these ratios are correct. I was experimenting with this deck. That's where you see a lot of one-offs. It's potentially that we have, you know, there's a good potential that we can just go ahead and have more 3-offs here and just kind of optimize the list a little bit better. But I continue playing with this list a lot because I really like this Viktor Ionia archetype, and I think Master Yi is actually a good addition into this archetype, and the other cards as well end up being really good. So enough about me talking all this nonsense. Hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. As always, if you like the content, please be sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. See you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Jax Vi Timelines. Ooh, okay, this is gonna get pretty crazy very quickly because opponent will be able to just value us. I wonder if I need to keep the Eye of the Dragon just so that we have blockers. Opponent kept exactly 1 card. I'm guessing that's gonna be Timelines, right? Guessing that's gonna be Timelines. Okay, that's not a Timelines, really. Interesting. Why keep 1 card? I feel like in this deck you want a hard mulligan for Timelines. I don't think keeping a card makes sense. I guess the opponent decided to keep the Jax, but I don't think keeping the Jax makes sense. Still think it's a little bit of a mistake by the opponent. Fortunately... Am I okay with this? I think I am, right? I think I am. We'll go here. Actually, does that ignition even matter? Maybe not. Maybe that ignition doesn't matter, because obviously all we're doing is pushing 1 damage. But it's fine. Opponent didn't get timeline, so we might be okay. Might have been better to just save the mana, though. What we can do is that we can do Viktor and then Shaman Wayne. Unfortunately, our G is still pretty behind. Still feels like I'm behind on the Master Yi. Maybe we actually save the Shaman Win for next turn. How does that sound? Okay, opponent finally gets their timeline. I'm willing to attack. If the opponent wants to block with Jax, I'm okay taking the Jax out of the way. So the opponent finally gets the timeline. It's good for them. I'm gonna keep this as a burst speed blocker in case that I need it. That way we can also trigger G, right? So we can do the Shaman Win. We have the Viktor spell, and then we can play G, and that will trigger our flow. Imagine if we had Nullify there. Ay, ay, man. Man. This is something else. Sometimes you just get unlucky, right? Sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky with the RNG, right? Are we gonna have to recall? I don't have enough for the recall. I guess I technically do, but then we're just getting the Rifle Fan back. Ideally, we want to do the Stand United, but we obviously don't have mana for that, so that's no way for me to save this Viktor, right? So there's no way for me to save this Viktor. We have to do the head score upgrade now, though, in order for it to count. Otherwise, we can't do it anymore. Okay, well, we found a way to save the Viktor. But it gets punished by... Mystic Shot, right? So we might have to literally have the deny just for the Mystic Shot. Which means that we won't be able to play the G this turn. We also... Do I let it happen, though? If the opponent has Mystic Shot, I think I have to be okay with it. I think if the opponent has Mystic Shot, I have to be okay with it. I'm falling too far behind for me to worry about Mystic Shot. But I guess at the same time, though, this Viktor could become a big threat, right? Okay, that's not a Mystic Shot. I doubt that they play Thermal, so let's go ahead and put the Master G on the field. This is going to trigger the flow. We can go ahead and do the head score upgrade. Go the ignition, that triggers flow again. And G is going to start becoming pretty crazy. Impact. Could do this instead of the ignition. Might be more value. Might be more value to do this. I kind of do want to level up this Viktor, though. We have Deny. So we could do Hookmaster, Ignition, a Deny backup. Again, my concern here is how big the opponent is getting, right? The Jax is going to be a big deal because we don't have ads. I guess we can always recall the Jax, right? I guess now we have to commit the twin, right? So now we have to commit the twin if we want to attack. Yeah, that's the Aftershock. Maybe we don't. Maybe we... Is this what we deny? I don't think that's a better deny target. So I think I'm okay with the deny here. I'm willing to kill the Stone Stacker. This is getting us halfway through the G level up as well. And then next turn we still have enough blockers, right? Unless the opponent also has like a Mystic Shot here. The problem is this Jax. Well, I guess we can always recall it. So it might be okay. We can also do the Stand United. How crazy is the Stand United? Honestly, this Stand United doesn't seem too bad to me. Lets me level up G. Right? Ha. We can play the Hook Master. That way we get another blocker. We can play the Stand United. The problem is this Jax is still pushing over 1 damage, right? This Jax is still pushing over 1 damage. Which is a big deal. So I kind of want to kill it, but at the same time, I don't know if we actually can. So I actually don't know if we can actually kill that Jax. We still here go down to 7. And the opponent just transfer the weapon to something else. The other option that we have is leaving the Jax alive. The other option that we have is leaving the Jax alive and just killing 2 other units. Kind of going like this. But we take a little bit more damage doing it that way. The G levels up, but the G is not really killing anything. So I think it's just better. I think it's just better to go like this. I think it's just better to go like this. We can target this guy. I think the Jax is too much of a problem. Oh, Counter-Strike, really? So, it's fine. Jax stays alive. I think it was actually better for them to summon a second Jax. But we still get the level up on the G. Opponent loses the Protector. Now we just need to find... We need to find like a stun or something to protect against the Jax overwhelm. We might not have enough value though. The G is leveled up, so now we know we can kill like his weakest unit. But unfortunately, that weakest unit is that, right? Oh wait, we got on the ignition here. Whoops. I thought it was still 1 mana. That's on me. Okay, this is the Deep Meditation. This is the Deep Meditation, which is really good. Deep Meditate. Oh wow. Okay, well we get elusive. So now we actually just potentially just win on the spot. We can get the ghost here. We can also just put the weapon on it because he has faded. We can put the combat reel on it because he has faded. No matter what, we're gonna kill the Financier, not anything else. So now this is doing 16, and this is gonna be the 17 that we need. We have Spell Shield. And we have an elusive here. So yeah, this is gonna be exactly 17. Well, we thought we were gonna be in trouble, which we should have been, but somehow we ended up with an elusive Spell Shield Viktor. If we had done the ignition last year, we didn't have to rely on the Shaman win, but fortunately we didn't. So opponent's gonna have to have Mystic Shot. Opponent's gonna have to have exactly Mystic Shot. So we go like this. This is lethal here. They have to lose a unit to the G as well. And there we go. Yeah, sometimes you just hard roll with Viktor and you win the games that way. I think it was correct to do the block that we did last time though. Just threaten the Jax and force the opponent to either have a second Jax or force him to use the spell like he did there. Still lets us level up the G and slowly gonna start taking over the game. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Tippy Tips, playing Norra Lulu. So this is gonna be just... Ooh, okay. Actually, okay. I think this hand is amazing. I like this hand. Because we have the entrancing lure and we have an equipment and we also have the momentous choice, I think it ends up being pretty good. Opponent's just obviously gonna just have a lot of value here though, eventually. I'm guessing this is just gonna be... Wait, Scout is kinda busted. Scout with Viktor is kinda busted. But I kinda like the Pot of Pain better. I think I'd rather have the health here. I'd rather have the health here. Right? We can play Viktor next turn and have access to the entrancing lore. Oh, perfect. That's a good drop. Like, with Eye of the Dragon on the field. With Eye of the Dragon on the field, this damage is not gonna matter. We can I'm okay sacrificing her. I'm okay sacrificing the Hookmaster. Yeah, I'm okay sacrificing the Hookmaster because the Lulu is a little bit problematic. We can always kill the Norra with the Transient Lord in a future turn regardless, so it's okay. Which I think it has to be worth it. I think it has to be worth it. I want to see what the opponent does first, though. I want to see what the opponent does first. Wait. Oh, yeah, this trigger because the momentous choice counts as 2. I was confused. I was like, why did this trigger? But because the momentous choice cast again, it works that way, right? Because play a copy of it in the same target, so it counts as 2 spells. Okay, that makes sense. I got confused at it. I was like, wait, did I create 2 spells? But I did. Opponent just gave up the Norra. Opponent just gave up the Norra, and I'm willing to do it, right? I'm willing to do it here. He also triggers out the dragons that we have blockers. I guess we get punished by I get it sighted. So I get it. Oh no, wait, we can do the lore. We cannot do the lore. Yeah, we cannot do it, right? I forgot about that. We cannot do it because we don't have the equipment attached. Now, this is pushing a lot of damage though, that the opponent needs to watch out for. But again, we get punished by get it sighted or a mystic here. Which might be a reason not to do this. Yeah. If the opponent has to get it sighted, they have to get it sighted. I'm not going to play around it. Although Viktor is really crucial in this deck, so maybe it was correct to play around it. We also don't get the value from the Eye of the Dragon. But it's okay. We always high roll the second Viktor regardless. Now, opponent could put the Pot of Pain on the Norra. Right? Yeah, there it is. We go here. A little bit of a whoopsie, right? We cannot give up Viktor like that as quickly as we did in this game. Because that's literally how we just lose the game, by the way. But it's alright. We go here. We force the opponent to have another get it sighted if they want to get rid of this Viktor next turn. We can go with the Pot of Pain into the Entrancing Lore, and this time around we have access to a third Viktor. That's a nice roll. Ooh, I didn't see the last card there. Didn't see the last card that got obliterated, and we can't check it on the history. Quick attack? Oh wow, that's huge. So yeah, it's gonna be the Entrancing Lore. We can get the Pot of Pain here. We have momentous choice to keep our units alive. The Norra's gonna die, which is what we need to at this point. Opponent's probably looking for a big of Dusk. So as long as we can trigger... our... oh, that's good. As long as we can trigger our stuff here, we should be okay. Our Eye of the Dragon, sorry. Now, only 2 of these cards are created. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Because the Pot of Pain doesn't add any health, which means that we can actually kill it with the third Viktor if we top deck it. Right? So if we top deck the third Viktor, we can actually kill this. We have a 1 in 3 chance. We have the Eye of the Dragon here. Opponent gets the next one. Gets to get the quick attack. But what does that matter? I guess they're just gonna lifesteal, right? They're just gonna try to lifesteal. The Norra is gonna become pretty crazy. The Norra is becoming kind of crazy. Norra is kind of becoming crazy here. No, I don't want to give... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because if the opponent swaps the weapon, it's still the same thing. This is giving him the portal, though, which potentially allows the opponent to level up. If they have... Now, let's go here. Let's go like this. We level up the Viktor anyways. We have access to... We can level up the Viktor anyways. Level up the Viktor anyways. We just need to kill that Norra. Like, if we can kill that Norra, we're okay. We have another... a 50% chance of getting the card that lets us kill Norra before she potentially levels up. Problem is that, I mean, Viktor has quick attack, so I guess he can attack. Yeah, we just give a scout, right? We're just gonna give a scout. We're just gonna give a scout and transfer the scout to the Viktor right away. So we can go like this. Oh wait, this is a creative card, so it's gonna count for Norra. So we don't want to do it this way. Oh, we don't want to do it this way. If we do this, the opponent gets another weapon. I have to let them improvise. I think I have to let them improvise. I have to let them improvise again, even if I would rather not. Just because of the fact that the opponent just gets way too much value if we send this back. I don't want this Norra to level up before we can kill her, right? So we don't want this Norra to level before we can kill her. And there we go. We get the Death Ray. That's one. We go here. We kill the Norra. This Norra is the scariest part of this deck. If I can have the Eye of the Dragon and the field, the Norra doesn't matter to me. This opponent is also going to have to stop this scout attack. So they're going to have to block with 2 of the units regardless. So that's 2 Norras down. We get rid of the Norra. This is the second Lulu as well. We have no fight for any random shenanigans like Mystic or Get Excited. We go here first. So by doing this here, we get the Scout. We have Quick Attack Scout. Now we can do the Head Score upgrade. Potentially get Lifesteal. Fury. Okay, Fury's not bad. Sure. Fury's not bad because he puts me back into a little bit of health, right? That I didn't have otherwise. Bunny's just going to try to draw here. So Bunny's just trying to draw at this point. We can do Overwhelm. Alright, so this Overwhelm is what we're looking for in a future turn. Alright? Maybe not this turn, but in a future turn. Wait, we can just go like this. Oh, but he just equipped, right? He doesn't let me put it again because he just equipped this turn. Or maybe he does. Let's go like this. Yeah, there we go. It does work. Because the Improvise doesn't count. So now we have Overwhelm here. And that should be game. We don't need the Scout anymore. And this is why Improvise is so good. Right? Like, this is exactly why Improvise is so good. This also has impact, so this is going to attack to trigger the last set of damage. Oh, wait, what am I doing? If we do that, the opponent just blocks with Doubling Wonder. So we just go here. And we just go here. And that's it. And there we go. Yeah, Viktor, huh? You can manipulate... You know how Scout got removed for the keyword pool? Yeah, you can get that with the improvised units. So it's a bit pretty nice here. So GG's. In this match, we'll be going up against Timelines. So Jax Vi Timelines. Which has become a pretty popular deck recently. As much as I like the Eye of the Dragon, I think it needs to be Viktor, G, or Ballistic Bot. Okay, we get both. Yeah, we get everything except for the G. Let's go ahead and just push this 1 damage now. This also gives me more draw for later. If the opponent does a thermal here, I'm also fine with that. Okay, they didn't do the thermal. They didn't do the thermal. So we can do ballistic. Do we go double ballistic? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Right? Double ballistic could be a little bit too heavy though. Problem is that we don't have enough. Okay, so if we want to trigger Eye next turn, I think we want to trigger Eye next turn instead. So I think I'm gonna go like this. We won't trigger her this turn, but we'll trigger her another turn. I also don't think we actually do the ignition anymore. I guess the ignition lets me block, right?
Got more stars than years and got a lot of years.
I kind of like doing the Disciple, to be honest. Kind of like doing the Disciple and just get multiple Shaman Wings if we need to. We can block this with our Eye of the Dragon. If the opponent goes to kill her, that's okay. So opponent will have to commit like a Mystic Shot to kill her. Combat Kirk. We might have to sacrifice the ballistic here.
What's for dinner?
We might have to sacrifice the ballistic here, just so that we don't take that much damage. Wait, do I even care now anymore? I guess I don't. I guess now I just do like this, right? I guess now I'm just chilling. I mean, if they attack with Jax, I was willing to block with ballistic, but I don't think I do so anymore. We get our own quick attack, so opponent's going to be forced to block with this guy. We get the Eye of the Dragon. The problem with the Eye of the Dragon here is that the opponent will be able to get stuff, like be able to block and level up, right? Oh, we get the G. We have G in the house. Lifesteal? Alright, perfect. Quick attack lifesteal. I'll take that. So now we get to lifesteal. Now the problem is that the Jax will level up. So Jax will level up, which could be a problem. I think it's time for us to start working on the G though. Now, do we let the Jax... What if we just don't let the Jax level up? I don't think we let Jax level up. I think we just go like this. Because this is life-stealing us almost all the way anyways. We still get another Dragon Link, and the G starts working up. Now, opponent could have get excited here. It doesn't have it. Okay, so now our Gs are pretty nice. Problem is that we don't really have a great blocker here. But because we have lifesteal, we don't really care about the damage that we're taking.
Just me, or did it get a lot scarier?
Like, how much do we really care about the damage that we're taking? An opponent cannot attack with the Ripper of the Sands. Elusive? Okay. Well, yeah. It's that type of game. It's that type of game. Now, we do have access to the Tailstones. Allow me to be able to save my Viktor.
I don't need a plan.
Which is kind of nice. So we can save our Viktor here.
Weapon roulette.
I don't want him to die to a Mystic Shot though. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna stand united. Go here. And we're not gonna put it to block either of these units, right? Don't really want to block either of those units, so I'm just gonna go like this. That way we don't lose to a potential Mystic Shot, right? Because if the opponent has a Mystic Shot, it's not enough. Yeah, there we go. That's why I didn't block the Jax or the Combat Club. Now, their Vi still dies, and we still have Master G to be able to just win us the game, right? Well, not win us the game, but just push damage. And every damage that the opponent did, we're just healing it back up with the Viktor. We get to level up Viktor here. We get another Eye of the Dragon. Now we have Deny as well. This levels up. And this should be game. Now Viktor is nice because Viktor reduces something in my hand, right? Like now this costs one less. So we can go with his Shaman Wing and be able to trigger the flow. The problem is that, so the funny thing about Viktor is that if you're ever close to leveling up Viktor, you never actually level him. Because everybody just surrenders. So you never actually get to level up Viktor, unfortunately. Why don't we just go here? Why don't we just go here and just push this damage? Again, we're not attacking with the Dragon Lane. I'm not attacking with the Dragon Lane because I don't want the Jax to level up. Everything here means that we just push all this damage. We go back to life, full life. We kind of have a full hand. When it has Scout, it's not gonna be a big deal. When it gets the Vi. 3, 6, 7, 8. I think we're okay, right? We can go a second eye. Yeah, let's go second eye. Let's make sure we have the blockers. Let's just make sure we have the blockers. We can always replay Viktor. It is a little bit slow now. But now we have enough blockers. Oh, never mind. We have a second Tailstone. So we can do the same thing we did before. We can literally do the same thing we did before. And this time we have Deny as a backup. Which means that we can actually go ahead and block like the Jax. We can actually level up G this turn as well. Okay, so the opponent gets the Overwhelm here. Kind of nice. So, do we actually save it? I guess we just do, right? There's no reason not to. Now, this is dealing quite a bit of damage, right? So, this is dealing quite a bit of damage. I guess we always block here. We have the Deny and the Nullify. We have the Deny and the Nullify to protect against stuff. G is going to level up here. And then we just clear the board. Please let me see the G level up. Don't surrender just yet. Let me see the G level up. Bolt Breaker. And Mystic. And Nullify. That's the third vibe. Yep. Yeah. Sorry, my friend. Oh, they got they let us see it. They let us see the G level up into the open attack next turn. Let's see G's ability. That was 3 buys. Opponent also didn't get timeline, so we kind of got a little bit lucky there too. This deck rides and dies whether the opponent has timelines or not. So we have to level both of our champions. We get to open attack next turn. Opponent didn't let to get us see the Master G animation. But there you go. It's really nice to level up G in this deck. Because this deck is kind of like grinding down. You're grinding on the opponent and eventually just taking over the game with Viktor and G. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Jax Ornn. Now we do play stuns, which could be pretty impactful. Ooh, I like at least one Bastion Disciple. I don't think I want 2. It can be a little bit too heavy. We get the Viktor and we get the other Dragon. Okay, so this is pretty solid now. This is pretty solid. The Disciple is good. We get the other Dragon. We get the Viktor. Hey, what's up, Koopa? Ooh, we get the Improvise too, so Viktor could potentially get like Scout or Overwhelm. This card, like I think this card is actually really good. This Weapon Apprentice is actually really good card. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, and it can get pretty crazy because if you play Jax right here, the Jax is really gonna be a 4-3. Now we do have enough, I guess. So we play the Hookmaster instead of Jax. Still rough, still rough. I don't think I play the Eye of the Dragon, by the way. Because at the end of the day, I wanna... Okay, so now that the opponent... Now that the opponent taps out, right? So now that the opponent taps out of the hook, the challenger, I think I'm okay going like this. I know I'm taking a lot of damage. I know I'm taking 8, but we have the Eye of the Dragon, which might let me stall. It might be enough to let me stall. So the thing that I was worried about was the challenger. Because they do play like the challenge, they do play the hook, which will have just pushed a lot of damage. Now we do have the Victors for this later. You can go ahead and do this. Just get another blocker. Kind of feel like not playing this now. I don't feel like attacking here. I think I'm gonna use this as a blocker. I'm gonna need to use this as a blocker into the Hookmaster, right? So we can use this as a blocker into the Hookmaster. We can block this one. Yeah, that's the lord that we were just talking about, right? So that's the lord that I was just talking about. Which means that we're gonna have to commit this. Even if we don't have any weapon, right? Now, I'm willing to sacrifice my Viktor here if the opponent has one more card. Otherwise, we keep the Viktor alive. Okay. I'll take it. I'm fine. I'll play the second Viktor, and then we start all over again. And we just bait it out at 3 sisters. I think it's okay to bait out the 3 sisters first before we do anything else. The problem is the Jax is going to be leveled up, and opponent's going to have an Ornn coming down soon. Right? So opponent's going to have the Ornn coming down soon. The Jax is going to be leveled up. We get the Tub, which is kind of nice. Let's see if we got another nice keyword here. Lifesteal would be amazing. Fortunately, it's always hard to get. Oh, Challenger? Challenger is pretty good.
Sword, staff, fish, nothing speaking to me.
Wait, can we just challenge that? What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Oh, wait. Oh, we forgot to attack with the Disciple. I meant to attack with the Disciple, by the way. I meant to absolutely attack with the Disciple. Wow, that's rough. Yeah, I meant to attack with the Disciple. So that we could get the draw. Because the problem is going to be Ornn now. I needed to get that draw. I needed to get that draw to trigger the eye. Ah, I forgot about the disciple being in my field.
Jax said there'd be contenders out here.
Okay, so Ornn means that the opponent can copy the quick attack. And the Ornn is gonna have quick attack. We still have blockers for everything. Because the quick attack shouldn't be enough. We just have to hope that we high roll. The problem is that we just bricked our draw, right? I didn't want the opponent to copy the overwhelm. So I didn't want the... Oh, wait. You can pick up equipment in your hand? Oh, he actually decided to copy the equipment from hand. I didn't even know you could do that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we got overwhelmed. One is just gonna force twice. We can go here, we can go here. Problem is that we're not gonna have... I wanna see if I can get a nice weapon. Okay, Challenger, that's huge. So the Challenger is huge here, because we can swap it and put it on the Viktor. Which is what I was looking for. I'm trying to kill that Ornn, right? So the quick attack, sorry, not Challenger, quick attack. The quick attack was huge, because now we can put that on the Viktor. Viktor is gonna level up here at the start of the next turn. And we have Deny and Nullify. Another freeze does punish us though. So I do have to be a little bit careful. I don't think it's gonna be the ballistic buff, because we want to attack with both of the Bastion so that we can get the multiple draw, right? Spell shield, please? Not spell shield. Ooh. So if the opponent has a second Three Sisters, that could be a problem. A second Three Sisters will be a problem.
I don't do meditation. Hey, over here!
Freeze? Trollshan? No way. Double Trollshan? Catch? Wow. They got there. Come on. They got there. We had tough. So because we had tough, it doesn't actually level up the Ornn. Now, fortunately for us, we still have this in our hand. So we can kill this Ornn right here. Okay. Catch. Okay. So opponent's down to just one card. We're also pretty down though. We do have the Ionia Tailstones though, and I think the Ionia Tailstone is huge. So I think the Tailstones is huge. Death Ray again. Not what I'm looking for. Combat Cook. Because we can recall, right? We can recall, and that's probably what we need to do this turn. So that we don't take that overwhelm damage. I guess we have 2 overwhelm damage here. Problem is that the problem for the opponent is that that one dies to the Death Ray. That one dies to the Death Ray. What if we just put this here? Okay, so the recall is... Oh, this is 3 mana. This is gonna be 8 mana, so we can't do it. We have to just do the recall, right? We have to just do the recall. If the opponent wants to pass it, I'm also okay with that. Doesn't pass, which makes sense. We can block here. We can go here. We probably need to block here. If the opponent somehow has a way to save this, like a Trollshan, I need to play around it, right? So if the opponent has a Trollshan, I need to play around it. So I need to do like this. So I need to go like this, right? We still have the Nullify. Yeah, so we play around the Trollshan. We heal a little bit. Problem is that we're still looking for our Lee, right? So we're still looking for our Lee Sin. Or... Lee Sin will be really good here. I mean, not Lee Sin, sorry, G. Master G will be kind of good here. We're looking for stuns. We're looking for deep meditation. Wow, yeah, these overwhelms are a problem. Don't think we're actually trying to kill. I think we're trying to survive. So we're trying to survive, which means that we're actually gonna go here and just get as much lifesteal as possible. We're gonna go here and get as much lifesteal as possible. Opponent has so many weapons. The problem is that overwhelm. Opponent has 2 overwhelm weapons, which is a problem. So at this point, I just need to kind of lifesteal. We can go for the shaman. Yeah, opponent's just trying to go all in, right? No. Viktor. G. G is not gonna be enough.
Does the wind stop to consider which direction to blow, Master?
We have to keep our mana. I don't think the ignition matters. We have to keep our mana. We have enough blockers for a lot of things. We need the stun. We need the stun. Okay, wow. Okay, well, I don't think the opponent needed to surrender here. Opponent thought we had like stuns and other recalls in our hand, but I actually didn't. So they actually had a pretty good attack that would have forced me to block with almost everything. But yeah, that's how the game goes sometimes, and that's the game that actually took us to Diamond. So don't surrender that fast. If you have a small chance, just go for it. So GG's. In this match, we'll be going up against Jax Gwen. Interesting. So we need to worry about vengeances, right? Oh man, where's our champions? We won our champions and we won Ballistic Bot. Don't get a champion, don't get the Ballistic Bot. Do get the Disciple though, which could be pretty nice. And the Castaway is also not bad either. Honestly, these Weapon Master units are all busted. They're all busted. The weapons are so good. Like, all the weapons feel so good. Which is crazy. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, putting against the host on turn 1. That sucks. We're not gonna block. We want to push this damage. This is looking like just pushing a lot of damage with Overwhelm. With the... Okay, well, we have the recall, which is good. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting game. No champion, no Ballistic Bot. It's gonna be a very interesting game. That's the Jax. If the opponent doesn't attack... Okay, that's the Ballistic Bot. If the opponent doesn't just attack right away, we can play the Castaway. Perfect. So now we can actually potentially kill the Jax. And I think killing the Jax is actually important. Right? Because I think opponent doesn't really have a lot of ways to get overwhelmed otherwise. Okay, so if opponent's gonna go like this, I'm willing to just go here, right? No need for me to do anything else. No need for me to do anything else, but I definitely don't want to take that damage either. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So there's our Viktor. We can go here. Oh, we should have given it the tough first, by the way. We should have definitely given it the tough first. Okay, we get the elusive, so it's okay. So then we go here then. We should have obviously given it the tough first. So I think that not this game all of a sudden just turned around, right? So now we have elusive on the Viktor. So now the opponent's gonna have a hard time dealing with us. We have denied to protect ourselves. Hookmaster? Sure. Question is, I think we just head score upgrade first. I think we head score upgrade first. We have the twin and we have deny. So as soon as I have twin and deny, and we have region now. As soon as we have the twin and deny, like the Gwen is not gonna do anything. Now, opponent just tapped out of anything that can kill me. Is there anything that can kill me here with 2 mana? Is there anything that can kill me with 2 mana? Over the twin. The twin puts into 7. The Gwen is gonna be in 6. Gwen is gonna be doing 6. But we have tough. So it's just here then, right? It's just the Castaway. We get the Scout. So this is game. This is not game next turn. If the opponent cannot kill us this turn. Hey, we don't have to do anything actually. Yeah, why even threaten? Like, opponent actually cannot even attack you anymore. Because if we lose the castaway, if we lose the castaway, it means that that means that we can put scout on the Viktor and we win the game. Now, what I can do is that I can attack with this and we still win the game, because if the opponent doesn't block this, they go down to 10. And now the Viktor just kills them because we're gonna have exactly 9, right? The head score plus the ignition is gonna be exactly 9. So I understand not blocking this, and we get spell shield on top of it. Wow, yeah, this is the highest of high rolls. I understand not blocking it. Yeah, I understand not blocking it because you don't want to give the scout to the Viktor. But we literally use the scout attack there. So you always block there because we just used the scout attack. So we can't use the scout attack again. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Unfortunately, this is a Viktor G deck, but you saw that Viktor is the really carry. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see a lot of games where we got to draw Master G early, right? We played something like 7-8 different games, and usually we were high rolling Viktor, but we were never getting Master G. So we ended up not actually seeing what Master G can do. We got to see him level up a couple times, but we really didn't see Master G carry. And I think part of the reason is that Master G suffers from, I guess, what I would call like ASO syndrome, right? Like I feel like once he levels up, people are surrendering, center with Norra. Because I feel like if you're leveling up Master G, you're already so far ahead that you're already winning the game. So people just surrender instead. So, you know, it is what it is. But ideally, you want to have Master G early so that he can start discounting one of your spells every single time, and then go from there. Ideally, the best thing that you could have is have Viktor or Ballistic Bot, though, right? So when we're mulliganing for this deck, we're looking for Ballistic Bot, we're looking for Viktor, and we're looking for Master G. Those are the cards that I'm looking for, but more specifically, it's going to be Viktor and Ballistic Bot because they just enable so much of the rest of our deck, right? In certain matches, you can keep like either the Dragon or the Hookmaster if you need early blockers and you need the lifesteal, like against aggro. But for the most part, I think you always want to just go for your big ignition, your big head score, and Master G to start ramping him up and actually potentially level up the poor guy, right? But yeah, that's it in terms of mulligan for us to yesterday. This deck is really fun. I'm gonna continue playing with it. I love this archetype. Maybe this is the archetype that we take, you know, to masters. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the games today. If you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We'll be streaming 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.